Hi Sagittarius, I hope you're doing well. This is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. Okay, so we are going to do a reading for you for January the 16th to the 22nd, 2023. We're going to be doing love over here, finance over here, okay? Clarification, and angel message for love right here. And angel message for finance right here. So angel message, clarification for the angel message, which will be the overall understanding or however it comes about. We will also be doing an extended message, and you can find that on my Patreon page, which will be patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. So angel spirits, guys, please cooperate with me for Sagittarius' greatest good. What's happening for them, what they need to be aware of, any advice or whatever have you in love and finance for January the 16th to the 22nd. Okay, so Sagittarius, you have the King of Wands starting out in your love position. Wow. So what's happening here? I'm sensing... It's almost like you are I'm sensing there's an apprehension of almost some of you have a disdain, or some of you have a dislike or an irksome attitude towards, some of you may be an individual or individuals in your love spectrum. Now, take this as this understanding. The love spectrum that I'm dealing with here, it could be a love of anything. It could be a love of relational aspects, intimate aspects. It just as well could be a love as it relates to familial dynamics, family. It could be in business, accommodations or cooperations. It could be in projects. It could be with friends. Whatever love dynamic that comes through and resonates with you, okay, just as well as finance over here, okay? But I'm essentially just telling you what's strongly coming across in this week of reading. You seem to have a certain level of intrepidation to a certain extent, or just angry, I guess. Some of you, just a dislike, a disdain for someone doing something in your world. The King of Wands is someone who is has their world in a certain level of order, a certain level of action. They have a certain level of a system doing something that would give certain results. They have a certain level of beauty, a way of keeping a certain peace, keeping a certain pruning effect, as it were. And it's like someone in your loving dynamic is disrupting that carefully orchestrated landscape that you have together, that process that you have in your world. So someone's interfering, someone's like shaking up your personal world, as it were. And it's effective or affecting you because of how strongly you feel about this person. You have a certain level of concern or passion for them. Some of you, I guess, you have a love dynamic with them. It could be your spouse or spouses. It could be, your children. It could be that close friend you were doing a project with and they decided to do something that just annoyed you. or someone you might be getting to know that is like, now that I'm seeing another side to them, do I really want to continue this dynamic? I don't know if it's going to be fitting in my world. I'm having second thoughts. It's something like that in your love life. Okay. So the extended, I'm sure, will give a bit more further understanding. So that's what's happening right now. So let's see the clarification for your King of Wands. Yeah. The Four of Swords clarifying the King of Wands. Like, I sense in some of you, you're getting tired. So it seems like the dynamics of whatever is causing this annoyance, as it were, in your love affair, it is something that it takes a lot out of you. It's exhausting. So maybe it's something you've always been saying, or saying an action that should be done and it's being ignored. It takes a lot out of you. Even some of you, it takes a lot of patience out of you, to deal with a dynamic. And you're getting to a point where it's close to hitting the last straw, the last thing, because it's like you're saying to yourself, I don't know if I can keep doing this if this person or dynamic doesn't change, if they don't get the hint, or if I don't see more. You know what I mean? That's what's coming across. You're on the fence, and it's just exhausting. So let's continue on with your love dynamic. What's happening? Yeah, the Six of Cups. You want to go back to more of a blissful dynamic, almost like butterflies and rainbows when you first met this person, or when you first started this project with your family or your friends, or some love affair. You want to go back to when it was nicer, peaceful, and had you remember I told you about your garden and everything. Everything was beautiful. But now you're realizing there was like almost like a shadow just hidden, just looking with that cat, like another part of this person, another part of this scenario is starting to show itself, and it's disrupting your peaceful imagination for the future. A lot of you are having still some hope that maybe some change will occur quickly, as I'm forced to look at this rabbit just almost ready to go, just staring, just like, do I move now? Do I jump now? you know, but it's just peace in your love life, whatever that may be for you, is what you want back, and I feel like you're losing hope on it in a certain way. Let's see the clarification for the Six of Cups. Yeah, look at that. The Eight of Swords. There is so much anxiety about the situation in this love affair, with you, Sagittarius. And the thing about it is, you know that you are dealing with it because you're choosing to deal with it. Because the Eight of Swords, she can easily just take out the blindfold. Those armaments aren't even tight on her, and there's like a way she can just come out of this mindset of these annoyances, of these anxieties. She could just leave it all behind. She could just walk. You know what I mean? But it's you who is just dealing. You're deciding to deal with it. You just look at the contrast right here. It's like a level of peace with the Six of Cups. Like, can we just go back how things were? Because or can we change some things? Because now it's like the clarification is like, this is really how you're feeling. It's like, oh my God, am I going to continue in this? I don't know. I don't know if I should. That's what's hitting you. Let's see the angel message for you, Sagittarius. Yeah, look at that. The King of Cups. This is the overall vibe that I'm getting of your wish of the King of Cups. You want someone or the scenario to fulfill you, and you're not getting that. You're not feeling that. You're not feeling empowered of your emotions. You're not feeling like the direction that you're going is going to bring forth that harmonious lifestyle that you want. And you don't feel like the person is truly appreciating the quality that you bring to the table. Because the king brings peace and quality, and he brings almost like a never-ending love affair and discernment in a certain way, and also like you're like an always there type aspect, like you can lean on me type aspect. And you're not even asking for much. You're just being asked, and some of you, to be acknowledged for the worth that you are, and to be treated as thus. But it seems that that's not coming across. You're not being considered in the process of whatever this is, considered in maybe the decision making, maybe in the groundworks towards a decision moving forward with something. You just feel underappreciated, and also there's actions that annoy you with the situation, that the person doesn't show any necessarily signs of caring to change as much as you curve yourself to meet them in a certain way, because you do it out of love. You do it out of, you want to try to make it work. But unfortunately, you're just not getting that at the moment. And the clarification for the angel message of the King of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Wands. You're getting to a place where it's like when you leave, it's not gonna be just like you're not really gonna give a warning. You're just gonna bounce. You're just gonna go. Do people even say bounce anymore? You're just gonna go, and you're gonna pack your bags. You're gonna say, I'm out of this project. You're just gonna go with the swiftness, and you're gonna do it like casually, but you're really not really in for any talking. If things don't change, nothing will change your mind on this. You're going to take your Ace of Wands right here and the Knight of Wands. I sense this as the Ace of Wands. You're going to take your quality, what you bring to the table, your half of the mortgage or something like that. You're just going to leave because it's like you're going to seek better. So you're going to tell yourself, you know what? There's better out there for me. I don't need to stay in this. So that is where the edge of whatever this is over here is happening. So let's take a look at your finances. Yeah, look at that. Your finances, the Ace of Cups. So it would seem that with your finances, you are someone who does not see the value in your finances to its nth degree unless you are able to share it lovingly with someone. So your finances ebbing into with your love affair, they're connected. Whilst some signs may have love and finance, business and pleasure separate. You, Sagittarius, they're not separate. You're not letting that be separate. You want someone to share what you bring to the table. Everything that you are, you want someone to share it with. So you have an abundance in the way that you delegate your finances. You are very caring and very loving in your finances. You are an overgiver in certain respects. And you're really looking for someone to share that lifestyle with, that you're trying to build up. Remember, I said over here with love, with the King of Wands, you've been working hard in certain respects, slow and surely building up your world, and want to share that world with someone. Okay? Otherwise, your finances is kind of meaningless, So I sense in January 16th to the 27th, and Spirit is cooperating with me, is also saying for some of you, even up to the 24th, there will be a certain decision that you may make regarding whatever connective dynamics you're involved in. And you're just going to take your finances and consider taking it elsewhere, which also makes sense because of what was happening here. So let's see the clarification with the Ace of Cups. Yeah. Sagittarius, you cannot make this up. Come on. Oh my gosh, the Two of Pentacles. I mean, Claire. Look at this. What? Oh my gosh. The Ace of Cups is like, now you're the Two of Pentacles. Do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I invest? Do I not? Do I invest? Do I not? It's like, I'm like, they're not appreciating what I'm bringing to the table. They're not appreciating my worth, my value, as well as I've been establishing and appreciating theirs. They're not meeting you where they promised. They're not meeting you where they may have alluded to. They're kind of backtracking on their words, backtracking on their styles. And it's like, am I really going to set up my financial security, my abundance on something that's kind of wishy-washy, like I'm not sure. I need to see some change. I need to see it quick, because I see the next vessel. See, Sagittarius? I see the next vessel coming up there. This dolphin over here saying, hey, you got to make a decision quick because the ship is coming in, It's like, which direction are you going to go? You going to stay in this? Are you going to try to work it? Or are you going to take your investment elsewhere? It's attached to your love. It's attached to who you are. You're passionate in that way. You really want to share you want part of I sense part of your love language is doting on someone. You know, giving gifts, acts of service, levels of time, and being able to manifest that time in tangible ways. Are you going to take your tangibility of assets and share it with this individual or this project or whatever when they're not, meeting you halfway or appreciating or, you know, being reflective of something that they're not when they came upon as seemingly something different? That's what's happening with your finances and stuff at this time. Okay, so the Five of Swords in your finances, you're going to come to terms in that time frame, 16th to the 22nd, some of you to the 24th, and Spirit saying another few of you may hit this on the 27th. So that's interesting. But you're going to make a decision, and because you're going to say to yourself, you know what, I've been through like a lot of these before. Okay, so this is very clear. Sagittarius, I'm sensing some of you have gone through these merry-go-rounds with family before. Some of you have gone through these merry-go-rounds with significant others or relational interests before. Some of you have gone around this merry-go-round with business before, with various individuals promising one thing and whatever have you. You see these swords, these are experiences that he has come through, okay? But he's like, you know what? I'm moving towards my victory. I am not repeating the same mistake. And he's already defeated he went through a lot of turmoil before. And you know what? He's making it's going to come upon you. I sense an epiphany will happen where you're going to realize yourself even more in the direction that you want to go in your life. So there is an air of clarity, because swords also represent a level of clarity. There's an air of clarity that's going to come upon you, epiphany as it were, and you will make the right decision. So I'm very confident with that. Let's see the clarification of the Five of Swords. Yeah, what did I just say? Sagittarius, what did I just say? Five of Swords. You're going to get a clarity to show who you are, the direction that you want to go. And look, clarification, Two of Cups. You're going to switch minds from this turmoil dynamic of one side of yourself into realizing who you really are and where you really want to go. You're going to show that love in your stability, your finances, everything that you are. You're going to show and reflect that love internally. And then that's going to manifest externally, and you're going to make those decisions, okay? It's interesting that you have Two of Pentacles, talking about the finances in that, and Two of Cups, okay? Talking about as the finances are related to your emotional spectrum, okay? So this is clear as day, okay? There's a lot of vibe in your connectivity with love and finances happening here. So let's see the angel message for finance. Yep, a lot of twos because you're making decisions. The Two of Swords with your finances. This is, again, the same message. You're going to hit, honestly, a level of... There will be a discussion. This is telling me there will be a discussion that will happen. Whether you decide to do this discussion or they will, or it'll be spontaneously both of you. But when that discussion comes, Spirit is saying, use your intuition and speak your heart, not to speak what you think they may want to hear in a certain way. Like, don't sugarcoat it. Okay, yeah, that's what's coming across, because the swords are very kind of blunt. I mean, they're sharp. Okay, I'll use that word. Yeah, they're sharp. They're cutting. They're straight to the point and the truth of the matter. And Spirit wants you to do that in your emotional and intuitive spectrum. Don't hold anything back. Be civil, because the swords are a level of intellect as well, okay? But with the blue and the blindfold, there's a lot of intuition. So use your intuition to help guide your intellectual mind in addressing the concern, the situation in your finances, and how it pertains to the whole spectrum of whatever is going to be happening with you. Clarification. Yeah, look at that, the Three of Cups. If you do that, okay, with the Two of Swords, if you do that, then there will be an amicable, like, decision made or amicable movement. And I'm sensing for some of you, unfortunately, it will be, you know, well, depends on your perception of unfortunately, there will be an amicable release, as in you go your way, they go their way. And the thing about it is, some of you are secretly kind of really wanting that. You want to start over. You're just sometimes not sure how you're going to say it, how you're going to go about it, because it could also affect other things. But if both of you come together and you're both realizing, okay, there's something going on, is this going to work out? Probably not, and you're just going to feel a sense of relief on whatever dynamic this is. And you're going to be able to cut ties and be able to start like a new thing in your life. You're just going to feel liberated. You're going to feel that sense of independence, by yourself in a certain way. Some of you, it's not going to necessarily be that bittersweet like that. There's a small amount of you I'm sensing. It'll be like, I think bittersweet would be the right word. It's like you're gonna be happy about the decision, but at the same time, you're gonna have fond memories that kind of sometimes linger and hurt for a bit. But you'll realize, in the grand scheme of it, it is for the best, and that will definitely give you solace. You will definitely be at peace, very content with it. And some of you, there will be an adjustment on the other person's or the other project's, family, whatever side. And they will acknowledge your worth, and they will acknowledge it, Spirit is saying, tangibly, whereby they will strongly embrace your words, embrace the changes that you really want to happen, and they give you a sense of encouragement in that respect, that, okay, there is potential, and you can move from there. So it's like both two sides of that. Okay, so Sagittarius, I hope this has helped you in some way. I really do hope that it has helped you in your decision and what's going to be happening a bit in your life. I'm going to be going towards the extended reading now, and you can view that on patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and all that kind of good stuff. And I wish you all the best. Bye.